Good morning, dear students. Under systematic virology, we started the DNA viruses, completing parvo, pepova, adenoviruses. Still, how many viruses are remaining? Out of 6, we completed 3. Still, we are supposed to read another or learn another 3 viruses, that is pox viruses, herpes viruses, and hepatitis B viruses. Now, pox viruses is a history. It gives an idea how to eradicate completely the infective agents with a vaccine. The specialty is the pox viruses are the largest and most complex viruses. Coming to the symmetry, we have cuboidal symmetry, linear symmetry, and complex symmetry. So under these symmetries, this virus will come as a complex virus. It contains large group of agents that are morphologically similar, share a common nucleoprotein antigen that is very important in the preparation of vaccine, which we are going to discuss. And almost all pox viruses are characterized by rash in their infections. So you may not be seeing or knowing this pox virus, which we call in Telugu as Peddamavaru. Chinnamavaru ante me andariki telusu. Chinnamavaru ante chicken pox. Even yourself might have experienced the chicken pox viral infection, which we are going to discuss in herpes viruses. It is having a complex structure. Its shape is oval or brick, 40 nanometers in length and 230 nanometers in diameter. That is the biggest virus among all viruses. And you can say the smallest bacteria, like the smallest bacteria, that is chlamydia or mycoplasma or rickettsia. External surfaces shows ridges like rice grains, contain a core that contain the nucleic acid and 2 lateral bodies on both sides. Genome is double-stranded DNA, is linear. This is the structure, is a oval shaped or brick shaped, whatever you call. The surface is rugose with rice grain appearance, and this is the core, which is dumbbell shaped. Meeru biceps exercise చేయడానికి డంబెల్స్ అని వాడతారు. రెండు పక్కల వైడ్ గా ఉండి మధ్యలో సన్నంగా ఉంటాయి ఐరన్ స్ట్రక్చర్స్. It appears like a dumbbell. And this is nucleoprotein containing DNA. These are 2 lateral bodies. These are the double layered envelope. So this is the structure of the complex pox virus. The replication occurs in cytoplasm. As I told you, you might have learned in general virology how the viruses will replicate. They may replicate either in cytoplasm or in the nucleus. Some viruses will replicate both in cytoplasm as well as nucleus. largest and most complex viruses among all viruses, very resistant to inactivation. Virus encoded proteins help evade host immune defense system and starting the infection very easily, even though we are immunized. Smallpox was the first viral disease eradicated in the world. How it happens, we will see later. This is easily cultivable in monkey kidney cells, HeLa and chick-embryo cell lines. So you have two types generally, a vaccinia virus and variola virus. A variola major, variola minor we call. Variola major is the smallpox. Vaccinia viruses are these small viruses which may cause infections that are not much dangerous. So the cytopathic effect you will see in vaccinia virus after 24 to 48 hours. Variola appear very slow. The inclusion bodies you will see in cytoplasm, because I told you in the beginning, they grow or multiply in cytoplasm and they are eosinophilic and called especially as Gowernary bodies. Gowernary bodies is very important short note. And this vaccinia virus, you will see plaques in chick embryo tissue culture, because you might have already learned general virology how to cultivate or how to grow viruses. And chick embryo is one method easily to cultivate easily the viruses in the laboratory, even like our laboratory. They grow on chorioidal membrane. You might have learned already what are different areas of viral growth in egg inoculation. So these pox viruses grow as well as herpes viruses in the future. They grow on chorioidal membrane. Pokes are the white patches you can see. These are called pokes, the white patches. With hemorrhage or without hemorrhage. They are called pokes. And they are small, shiny, white, convex, non-necrotic, because you will not see any blood, and non-hemorrhagic. Vaccinia pokes are larger, irregular, grayish, flat, necrotic, and hemorrhagic. So variola, smallpox pokes are small, growth colonies are small, shiny, white, convex, non-necrotic, and non-hemorrhagic. You can see this is pox virus, this is vaccinia virus. Where the pokes are large, the pokes are very small and non-necrotic. What are the pox viruses causing human disease? Orthopox virus, the genus. The virus included are variola, that is smallpox. Primary host is man. The disease is called smallpox, now eradicated. Vaccinia virus, man, causes vaccinia disease. Monkeypox, primary host is monkeys, but humans may have generalized infections when contacted with monkeys. Cowpox, cows, human localized ulceration lesions obtained from the cow udder when the persons are milking from the infected cow udders. Udder ante podugu antam kada, నాలుగు పాలిచ్చే సిరాలు ఉంటాయి, దాన్ని నాలుగిటిని కలిపి ఆ ఏరియాను మనం పొదుగు అంటాం. ఇట్ ఈస్ కాల్డ్ అడ్డర్. Parapox virus, milker's note, that is from cow, cause human localized infections, or from sheep, but rare but dangerous. Molluscopox viruses that cause molluscum contagiosum on the skin, and this is very common infection. Sometimes you may observe among yourself or in your family or in your relatives. Man is the primary host and they produce pearl like benign skin lesions. ముత్యాలు లాగా స్కిన్ మీద లీజన్స్ కలుగు చేస్తాయి. అది ముత్యంలా కనిపిస్తుంటుంది మనకి. యాటాపాక్స్ by virus Tanapox from monkeys, human localized infections. Yabapox again from monkeys as the primary host. You will see human localized infections. Now variola. We have variola major, variola minor. The variola major causes classical smallpox. Variola minor causes alostrin. So this is the causative agent of smallpox. The host range is very narrow. Humans primarily and occasionally monkeys. Smallpox epidemics appeared in two forms. The florid form, fatal disease, that is leading to death or leading to blindness. Alostrin, non-fatal disease, it will go without any problem. And this variola major and variola minor both are antigenically similar. We already discussed the structure of smallpox. Is a complex virus with an envelope which is very tough, double layered envelope which is very tough. The surface is rugose or rough with rice grain appearance. Inside there is a dumbbell shaped core which contains the DNA. On both sides there are two lateral bodies. There are two lateral bodies. What is the pathogenesis? The portal of entry is mucous membranes of upper respiratory tract. Primary multiplication in the lymph tissue causing transient viremia and infection of the reticular endothelial cells. Then starting the secondary phase of multiplication with more intense viremia leading to all areas of the skin as well as other parts of the body and the appearance of the clinical disease. Now, what is the clinical appearance because of its pathology of smallpox? Skin shows proliferation of the prickly cell layer. Cells contain cytoplasmic inclusions, just now I told in the beginning, called governary bodies. Infiltration with mononuclear cells. Epithelial cells of the malphizian layer swollen, distended, ballooning, degeneration. All the layers of the skin involved. Necrosis of the corium occurs, leaving a scar. So whenever there is a smallpox infection, you are left with scars on the skin. Whereas when you get to chickenpox, you are not left any scars because it is not a deep infection and necrosis of corium never occurs. So you will not get any scars. But smallpox, you will have very big scars, especially on the face and other parts of the skin. Incubation period is 12 days. Fever and malaise followed by appearance of exanthem, that is rash. Now the rash having a mode starting with macule, papule, vesicle, pustule, and crust. I will show what are these things. With examples, I will tell. Lesions are most abundant on the face, less on the skin. That what we call centrifugal type of distribution. Whereas in the chicken pox, it is centripetal type of distribution, where the face and limbs are less, but trunk is more. Case fatality is 5 to 40%, and just more than 1% in variola minor, causing alastrom. Now, what is macule? Macule is a red spot on the skin, starting with the rash. Here you can think, you have a mosquito bite, that you felt the mosquito bite immediately. When you see on the skin, you will see a red small spot. Because it is irritating, you will scratch, then you will find a raised area that is called papule. దోమ పుట్టిన తర్వాత మీరు స్క్రాచ్ చేసుకుంటారు, గోక్కుంటారు. కొంతసేపు ఇలాగా స్కిన్ మీద కానీ టచ్ చేస్తే ఎలివేటెడ్ ఏరియా వస్తుంది. దట్ ఈస్ ప్యాప్యూల్. ఐఎమ్ గివింగ్ ఎన్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్. దట్ ఈస్ ఏ ప్యాప్యూల్. మ్యాక్యూల్ అంటే బిగినింగ్. నెక్స్ట్ స్టేజ్ ప్యాప్యూల్. దెన్ వెసికల్, దట్ ఈస్ ఫిల్డ్ విత్ ట్రాన్సుడేట్, వాటరీ కంటెంట్ తో ఫిల్ అయి ఉంటుంది. దట్ ఈస్ వెసికల్. అది you should not burst yourself. It has to go itself, leaving a crust. Sometimes this may be secondarily infected, leading to the pustule. And the pus inside is pustule. Then, this pustule soga taggipoyi, it will leave with a black crust. Black crust. ఒక లేయర్ లాగా స్కిన్ మీద ఫార్మ్ అవుతుంది. అది మీరు లాక్కూడదు, దానికి అదే బయటికి పోవాలి. సో యూ హ్యావ్ macule, followed by papule, followed by vesicle, followed by pustule, followed by crust, scab or crust. Here, you must know these 5 forms very clearly to differentiate smallpox from the chickenpox. Because smallpox was eradicated in the world, still WHO will give $1 million to the person who shows the smallpox again in the world. Sometimes the extensive form of chickenpox will mimic like a smallpox. People will go to WHO and say, again smallpox has come, showing a patient of chickenpox. Very, very simple method of differentiation. Even if you tell these points to a convent student, and he will recognize which is a smallpox patient and chickenpox patient. That I will tell. How to differentiate chickenpox from smallpox. Rash and subcutaneous hemorrhage. How to differentiate? This is the rash. Sometimes some infections will cause subcutaneous hemorrhages because of the change in the clotting mechanism and other things due to certain toxins of the viruses or bacteria. This is rash. This is rash. When you press with your thumb or index finger, the redness will not go. The redness will not go. That is rash. If redness will go leaving a white area surrounding, then that is subcutaneous hemorrhage. The simple test is a glass test. మనం మంచినీళ్ళు తాగుతునే గ్లాస్ టెస్ట్. సో మీరు ర్యాష్ని హెమరేజ్ని డిఫరెన్స్ చేయడానికి గ్లాస్ని గట్టిగా ప్రెస్ చేశారనుకోండి ఆ ఏరియా మీద. In the hemorrhagic part, if it is a hemorrhage, the hemorrhage will not go. You will not see any disappearance. Whereas in the rash, you will see the compressed part with the glass will disappear and other parts will show the rash. This is called glass or tumbler test. Tumbler test. సో ఇక్కడ టంబ్లర్తో నొక్కుతున్నాడు. ఇది ర్యాషా సబ్క్యూటేనియస్ హెమరేజా? బికాజ్ రెడ్నెస్ స్పాట్ లేదు కాబట్టి దిస్ ఇస్ సబ్క్యూటేనియస్ హెమరేజ్ బట్ నాట్ ర్యాష్. And these are the smallpox lesions. These are the smallpox lesions. Now, smallpox, chickenpox. These red spots are rashes. So rash is centrifugal in distribution, affecting mainly face and extremities in case of smallpox. Centripetal in case of chickenpox, more on the trunk, less on the arms, lower limbs and face. Now, I will tell simple rule to differentiate a smallpox case from a chickenpox. So, chickenpox వచ్చినా స్మాల్పాక్స్ వచ్చినా మీరు ఆ పేషెంట్ దగ్గరకు వెళ్ళకూడదు. లైక్ కరోనా వైరస్ లాగా. ఇప్పుడు మన కరోనా వైరస్ వచ్చిన వాళ్ళ దగ్గరికి మిమ్మల్ని వెళ్ళవటం లేదు కదా ఎవరు. వాళ్ళని ఐసోలేట్ చేసేసి ఎవరిని చూడనివ్వరు, ఎవరిని మాట్లాడనివ్వరు. అలాగే మీ ఫ్రెండ్స్కి కానీ చికెన్ పాక్స్ వస్తే మీ ఫ్రెండ్ని చూడడానికి వెళ్తారంటే మీ పేరెంట్స్ ఒప్పుకోరు. బికాస్ ఇట్ ఈస్ హైలీ కంటేజియస్ డిసీజ్. అంటే వాళ్ళ ఉద్దేశంలో అమ్మవారు సోకింది, అమ్మవారు నీకు కూడా వచ్చేస్తుంది, నువ్వు వెళ్ళక అక్కడికని చెప్పుకుంటారు. ద సేమ్ థింగ్ ఇన్ ది స్మాల్ పాక్స్. సో ఇప్పుడు ఎలా డిఫరెన్షియేట్ చేస్తాం స్మాల్ పాక్స్ లీజన్స్, చికెన్ పాక్స్ లీజన్స్? సో మనకి ఎన్ని డిఫరెంట్ ర్యాషెస్ ఉన్నాయి. మనం జస్ట్ స్టడీడ్ in the beginning: macule, papule, vesicle, pustule, crust. So ఇవి స్టేజ్ వైజ్ స్మాల్ పాక్స్ లో ఉంటాయి. అంటే ఫస్ట్ 2 days మ్యాక్యూల్ ఉంటుంది. అన్ని మ్యాక్యూల్స్ మరొక 3 days లోనూ 4 days లోనూ ప్యాప్యూల్స్ అయిపోతాయి. అన్ని ప్యాప్యూల్స్ మరొక 3 days లో వెసికల్స్ అయిపోతాయి. మరొక 4 days లో అప్పటి నుంచి పస్ట్యూల్స్ అయిపోతాయి. ఫైనల్ గా 15th day కానీ 16th day కానీ క్రస్ట్స్, బ్లాక్ హార్డ్ మాస్ల కింద ఫార్మ్ అవుతాయి. సో ఇవన్నీ కూడా స్టేజ్ వైజ్ వచ్చి మీరు 15వ రోజుని పేషెంట్ చూసారనుకోండి, ఒళ్ళంతా క్రస్ట్లే ఉంటాయి. మీరు 4వ రోజున పేషెంట్ని చూసారనుకోండి, ఒళ్ళంతా ప్యాప్యూల్సే ఉంటాయి. 8th డే నాడు మీరు పేషెంట్ని చూసారనుకోండి, ఒళ్ళంతా వెసికల్సే ఉంటాయి. నౌ దిస్ ఇస్ ఆల్మోస్ట్ ఎ వెసికల్ స్టేజ్. వెసికల్ స్టేజ్. 10th డే నాడ 11th డే నాడ చూసారనుకోండి, ఒళ్ళంతా పస్ట్యూల్స్ ఉంటాయి. ఇలా ఉంటే స్మాల్ పాక్స్. సపోజ్ అలా కాకుండా మీరు ఏ రోజు వెళ్ళినా, 2nd డే వెళ్ళినా, 4th డే వెళ్ళినా, 7th డే వెళ్ళినా, బాడీలో అన్ని స్టేజ్లు ఉన్నాయనుకోండి, స్కిన్ మీద మ్యాక్యూల్, ప్యాప్యూల్, వెసికల్, పస్ట్యూల్, క్రస్ట్, ఈ 5 స్టేజెస్ ఉన్నాయనుకోండి ఏ రోజు వెళ్ళినా, అది చికెన్ పాక్స్. సో వెరీ ఈజీ టు ఐడెంటిఫై. If you tell these rules to a convent student and show a patient and ask him to tell whether this is a smallpox or chickenpox, he will easily tell. The first thing. Second thing ఏంటంటే సెంట్రిఫ్యూగల్, సెంట్రిపెటల్. ఇది సెంట్రిఫ్యూగల్. లీజన్స్ మొహం మీద చాలా ఎక్కువ ఉంటాయి, చేతి మీద, కాళ్ళ మీద కూడా చాలా ఎక్కువ ఉంటాయి. ట్రంక్ లోకి వెళ్ళారనుకోండి, ట్రంక్ మీద చూస్తే, కడుపు మీద చూస్తే చాలా తక్కువ ఉంటాయి. చికెన్ పాక్స్ అనుకోండి, ఫేస్ మీద, ట్రంక్స్ మీద చాలా, ఫేస్ మీద, లిమ్స్ మీద చాలా తక్కువ లీజన్స్ ఉంటాయి, దీస్ ర్యాషెస్. ట్రంక్, కడుపు, చెస్ట్ చూస్తే చాలా ఎక్కువ ఉంటాయి. దట్ ఈస్ సెకండ్ డిఫరెన్షియేటింగ్ ఫీచర్. ఈ రెండు డిఫరెన్షియేటింగ్ ఫీచర్స్ తో యూ కెన్ టెల్ స్మాల్ పాక్స్ ఆర్ చికెన్ పాక్స్. How to do lab diagnosis? Now, you have to get the material from the skin lesions and sometimes from the blood. Demonstration of virus in electron microscope, that complex virus which is brick shape. Virus isolation by the easiest method is inoculation of embryonated egg or chick embryo, and you will find the lesions on the choriolentic membrane or cam of chick embryo. And you can also use cell cultures. Viral antigen can be identified in the lab by precipitation of polymerase chain reaction. And coming to serology, antibodies appear after first week, detected by hemagglutination inhibition test, neutralization test, enzyme linked immunosorbent assay or ELISA test, RIA test, radio immunoassay test, and immunofluorescence tests. Now, how to do vaccination? Now, we are not going to take the variola virus for preparation of vaccine. The less dangerous vaccine producing virus is vaccinia virus. In the beginning, I told you antigenic structure is similar for variola and vaccinia viruses. So you have to grow on the skin of calves, sheep or chick embryo, and you have to get this antigen for preparing the vaccine. Time of vaccination is between 1st and 2nd years of age. Revaccination at 3 years of intervals. So anybody born before 80s, they will have a scar, 2 scars on both arms. You can see on your parents or grandparents, but you will not have, because by the birth of your time, the virus was eradicated and nobody is need to take the smallpox vaccine. Now, what are the complications of smallpox vaccination? Generalized vaccinia, because this is a virus we are inoculating. So it may cause mild infection of vaccinia. Sometimes post-vaccinal encephalitis and vaccinia necrosum, leaving a big scar, just I told you. All people have the problem of vaccinia necrosum, but very few people will get vaccinia, generalized vaccinia, and very small amount of people will get post-vaccinal encephalitis. Now, this is the primary vaccination site reactions. You can see on 4th day, a vesicle, on the 7th day, a pustule, and on 14th day, crust formation, and on 21st day, crust is leaving a scar. Crust is leaving a scar. Generally, it will be given on the arms. How smallpox was eradicated in the world? This is a lesson for the people who are working for the vaccines. Now, many people in the world, I heard around 135 companies working for coronavirus vaccine. And in the world, you might be knowing Bharat Biotech from India is the first organization which may be going to produce the first vaccine, and later maybe Oxford vaccine from America. And here, how the smallpox was eradicated in the world. The thing is, luckily, there is only one antigenic type. If you eradicate that only one antigenic type, there is no reinfection by other antigenic types. Here you have to think. Polio eradication is a bit problematic, not that easy like smallpox, because polio contains 3 antigenic types. If you get one antigenic type resistance, other antigenic type resistance is not there, you may be infected with other antigenic type. So you have to get resistance for all 3 antigenic types, then only you can eradicate polio. Anyhow, polio was almost eradicated like smallpox, and this is exclusively human disease. You will not find in the animals acting as carriers. The same thing, no animal is infected, there is no reservoir to cause reinfection. A potent vaccine is available because of only one antigenic type, and disease comes in a dangerous condition and nobody treats in the house, certainly takes to the doctor. Now, we are thinking corona is a dangerous virus, but when you think it is not that dangerous, if you're corona positive, you may be normal without any symptoms. You can recover very well just by staying in the house, using certain precautions. This is not like that. Anybody with smallpox will appear highly dangerous in the house, and nobody will keep that person in the house. Immediately they will take to the doctor. He will isolate in the hospital and he will treat. Now, help of all countries in the world to WHO call, World Health Organization call for eradication of this program, because WHO requested all countries, please cooperate and please vaccinate all people in your country. So every country heard about the request of WHO, all cooperated in the eradication of the smallpox. We already discussed the rash is more on the face, on the limbs, but less on the trunk. That is smallpox rash. Centrifugal. Just now I told you the stages of smallpox. In the first 1, 2, 3 days, you will see macule. 4th day, 5th day, papule. And then the vesicle formation in pustules from 6 to 10 day, and from 11th to 14th day or 16th day, you will see scabs or crusts. Whenever you go, depending on the days, you will see only these regions, but not all. Whereas in chicken pox, if you go on 10th day, you will see all regions, macule, papule, vesicle, pustule, all these things. You can see more on the face, on the limbs, than on the chest and trunk. More on the face and limbs, but very less on the trunk. Now this is a vesicle stage filled with transudate. Pustule stage, you can see. Now scar. After complete coming out from the disease, the face or skin will be left with scar. I don't know the name, but one Tamil actor, where we will see in the dubbing films, will come with black face, a villain with scarred face. You can see the scar of a child. Chicken pox. So chicken pox lo malla manam discuss cheddam. Eppudu vellina sare kuda all stages idi crust form avutundi, idi pustule, idi vesicle, idi macule, idi papule. So you can see all stages in all days of the infection. Now, the vaccine was invented because of the smallpox by Jenner from UK or England, Jenner. Now you can see how the development of vaccine was done by Edward Jenner in May 1796. So there is a rampant smallpox infection in the area, and Edward Jenner is taking care not to infect himself, but a young dairy maid, Sarah Nelms, ఇంటికి పాలు తెచ్చి పోస్తున్న అమ్మాయి అన్నమాట డైరీ మెయిడ్ అంటే. చాలా మందికి ఇప్పుడు మనకైతే డైరీ ఫార్మ్ లోన్స్ మిల్క్ ప్యాకెట్లు తెచ్చుకుంటాం, బట్ చాలా ఏరియాల్లో ఆవుని కానీ గేదెని కానీ బయట పెట్టి పాలు తీసి మీ ఇంటి దగ్గరే ఆ పాలు మీకు ఇస్తుంటారు. అబ్బాయి కానీ అవ్వచ్చు, అమ్మాయి కానీ అవ్వచ్చు. దేర్ a dairy maid called Sarah Nelms used to give the milk to Edward Jenner. And he observed small, fresh lesions on the hands and arms, not looking like smallpox. Then she asked, how you get these infections from any person in your house? No, sir. It is similar lesions on the udder of the cow. From there, I am getting. Now, he took the matter from the Nelms lesions, a passani koddiga teeskoni, he inoculated an 8-year-old boy called James Phillips. And subsequently, the boy developed mild fever and discomfort in the axilla. 9 days after the procedure, he felt cold and has loss of appetite, but the next day he was much better. This was done on May 14th, 1796. In July, Jenner inoculated the boy again with a material from the smallpox. General ఏం జరగాలి, ఆ అబ్బాయిలో smallpox వచ్చేయాలి. But to his surprise, this boy James Phipps has nothing formed due to the injection of smallpox lesion. No disease developed, and the Jenner concluded that protection was complete. From that time onwards, the rule of vaccination has come into the world. Scars, vaccination scars is FIP, is Jenner. Last case of smallpox was recorded in Somalia in October 1977. May 8th, 1980, who declared global eradication? WHO 1980 after almost 3 years tarvata ఏ కేసులు రాకపోవడం వలన declared as global eradication. Smallpox వరల్డ్ లో ఇప్పుడు లేదు, మీరు వ్యాక్సినేషన్ తీసుకోని అవసరం లేదు అని చెప్పింది. This will form very important MCQ. What is the day that smallpox eradication was announced by WHO? So you have to say May 8th, 1980. 1980 afterwards, they said they will give a prize of $1 million, still now existing. Anybody shows a case of smallpox. But smallpox virus was safely preserved in Russia for any future formation of smallpox. మళ్ళీ స్మాల్పాక్స్ ఏదైనా వచ్చిందనుకోండి, ఆ మనము రష్యాలో దాచిన స్మాల్పాక్స్ వైరస్ నుంచి ఇమీడియట్ గా we can prepare vaccine. Now, what about vaccinia virus? Origin of vaccinia virus is not known. It is not come from smallpox. Maybe from cowpox. Is an artificial virus, does not occur in nature as such. Used for smallpox vaccination. Causes a localized skin infection, used for the development of recombinant vaccines. Vaccinia and variola are similar in their antigenic properties. Appearance is also like pox virus. These are the vaccinia virus infections, but not dangerous. Other pox viruses are monkeypox. Disease is a rare zoonosis. Infection acquired by direct contact or handling infected animals. Human monkeypox resembles mild smallpox. Pronounced lymphadenopathy. pulmonary distress and secondary bacterial infections. Case fatality is about 11% by this monkeypox. So this monkeypox will be obtained from the monkeys who are handling. ఎవరు హ్యాండిల్ చేస్తారు monkeys ని? ఒకటి, monkeys తో డబ్బు ఎర్న్ చేసేవాళ్ళు, అంటే monkeys ని ఆడిపించి డబ్బు ఎర్న్ చేస్తుంటారు కదా వాళ్ళు. కానీ జనరల్గా ఏంటంటే పోలియో వ్యాక్సిన్ తయారు చేయడానికి మంకీ కిడ్నీ సెల్స్ కావాలి. అక్కడ there are so many monkeys and there is a big animal house where many people will work for the preparation, and they are mainly the persons getting the infection from the infected monkeys. The appearance of the infected monkey is like this with the monkeypox. Cowpox, the ulcers on the teats and udder, you will have the lesions. Human infections may occur direct contact during milking. Lesions confined to hands, macules, pustules, associated with fever and lymphadenopathy. The same appearance was seen by Edward Jenner on Sarah Holmes' hands. The udder, పొదుగు అంటారు, పొదుగు ఇది సెరం, పాలు ఇచ్చే ఏరియా. సో ఇది మనం పాలు తీసుకునేటప్పుడు ఇది అబ్జర్వ్ చెయ్యం, ఇది మనకి తగిలి we will have the lesions on the fingers. This is what you can see, the cowpox. We will get Milker's nodules from this cowpox on the fingers. These are Milker's nodules. Other pox viruses are ORF, otherwise called contagious pustular dermatitis. This is originally disease of sheep and goats, transmitted to human by contact. Single papullovesicular lesion with central ulcer, hand or forearm or face, resembles paravaccinia virus. You can see the infection in the sheep. Ulcers in the mouth, on the lips, on the mouth. From there, this is the ORF lesion. The human being who touches the sheep. ORF lesion. ORF lesion. ORF lesion. ORF lesion. ORF lesion. Tanapox, a single poke-like lesion on the upper part of the body acquired by insect bite. Reservoirs are wild animals. Yapapox produce large benign tumors in the monkeys and seen in lab personnel handling monkeys in the preparation of polio vaccine, as I told. Molluscum contagiosum. ORF is very important short note, and Molluscum contagiosum is also very important short note, as we see regularly these things on our skin, seen in children and young adults. Lesions are small pink wart-like tumors, face, arm, back and buttocks, spread by direct and indirect contact. Section of the lesions show molluscum bodies which are the inclusion bodies. The eosinophilic hyaline inclusion bodies which displace the nuclei to the margin, also transmitted sexually in young adults. You can see these are the molluscum contagiosum, which we commonly see on the people. So with this, the pox virus is over. Next Monday, we will discuss the herpes virus, which is very, very important among DNA viruses. Any questions or doubts in this pox virus? So we will close the lecture.